Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 28 of Dual Destinies. Last time, we proposed the theory that Jack Shipley was killed with the bag of coins, to which Simon Blackwell agreed, prompting him to then say that Orla then yanked all the stuff down during a game of volleyball and killed Jack Shipley with the bag of coins. Yeah, that basically Orla wanted revenge. Orla wanted blood. And Orla was using the circumstance. Basically, just Simon acting like Orla is this master genius who's scheming from the bottom of her tank. Of course it's true. Why would I lie about a thing like that? Mr. Rhymes, have you ever seen this calendar before? Hey, that's... I see you recognize it. Yeah, that's the rifle calendar. It's a big hit at the Shipshape Aquarium gift shop. Thank you for shopping at Shipshape.
Mr. Rhymes, please refrain from scattering fish around the witness stand.
Not to worry, your boldness. Tucker will have them cleaned up in no time. And we're also summoning Gumshoe. Yeah, and then Gumshoe rushes in. I smell fish! Get away from my fish! Because Gumshoe's swatting Tucker out of the sky. Oh! Gumshoe! And then Edgeworth. Gumshoe! No! Bad Gumshoe! Stop doing this! I guess that bird comes in handy now and then.
Alright, Mr. Wright, we have all seen your cute souvenir. Now, if you wouldn't mind...
No, Your Honor, this isn't my calendar. It was originally the witness's, but it came into the possession of a certain young lady. What? Mr. Rhymes and this young lady first met each other in the food prep room. After a mishap, their calendars got switched around. They ran to each other at around 10 a.m. in the food prep room. So clearly, the witness was not in the staff room. In other words, there's no way he could have heard the noise in the pool room upstairs. What's this? This is the first I'm hearing about any calendar. The bloody calendar! Edgeworth don't know, Edgeworth-sama, I quit! You can't quit, Blackwell! Oh, I will. God, take me back to my cell! That's because Mr. Rhymes and Pearls were keeping it a secret. You lied to me! This transgression will not go unpunished!
So, Mr. Rhymes, you didn't hear the noise of the equipment falling after all, did you?
Okay, I admit it. I didn't hear the noise in the orca pool room myself. But somebody told me about it. Who told you about it? It was, unless you tell the truth, Mr. Rhymes, I can't save Orla. And I'm sure you know how sad that would make Miss Buckler. I heard about it from Sasha. What? From Miss Buckler? But that doesn't make sense. What is going on here? Now it's the trainer's own words that drive the orca into a corner. How'd you like being bitten by your own client? I don't know. I certainly didn't see this coming. What perfect timing. There was something I wanted to ask Miss Buckler about the orca. The prosecution calls the trainer Miss Sasha Buckler to the stand.
Yes, I suppose it would be a good idea to hear what the orca trainer has to say.
I don't know what Sasha's gonna say, but I'll just have to meet it head on, whatever it is.
We will take a 20-minute recess while the witness is summoned.
To be continued. No, we're not saving the progress. Continue. District Court. Defendant, lobby number 3. Mr. Wright, are you going to cross-examine Sasha? I guess I'll have to ask her about the noise from the stuff falling down. Mr. Wright. Mr. Rhymes, why'd you lie? I didn't want Sasha to have to appear in court. I thought if anybody had to testify, I should be the one to do it for her. But why would you go to all those lengths? Did you see the entry for the 20th on the calendar? They know about me and the captain at the orca pool? Yeah, I found that calendar in the nap room. I think it's probably Sasha's. What? Then that means... I guess it does look like more of a woman's calendar than a man's. I didn't want suspicion to fall on Sasha. Mr. Rat, I gotta go back to the aquarium to look after the orca in Sasha's place. I'll be rooting for you on the other end of that TV phone. Please take care, Sasha. Okay, we can't let Prosecutor Blackwell get the best of us. Time to refocus. You're right. After all, we're the ones who can save Orla. July 21st, 11:02 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecutor Blackwell, please call the witness to the stand.
Again, you waste your breath. Me name be Sasha, and I be one of Captain Orla's swashbucklers. I come to rescue me bucko from the false charges put on her by Dread Pirate Nostache. Where do we find these people? But just so you know, I will fight her! As you know, pirates and ninjas. Hey, no, Sasha would be the one to get aggressive. Oh, I heard about you, Blackwell. Well, let me tell you this. It's typical. The ninja is blaming the pirate. Just pirates and ninjas. A battle as old as that time. Samurai and ninjas are not the same thing. I guess Nostache refers to Prosecutor Blackwell this time. Well, it can't be the judge. He has a mustache and a full beard. Now then, Captain Judge, shall we begin the pirate court?
Captain Judge, well, I rather like that. It makes me feel like a salty old sea dog.
And scene. How was that for a self-intro? I hate you. The court is not a show. State your full name and occupation. I'm Sasha Buckler. I work at the Ship Shape Aquarium. I perform in our Swashbuckler Spectacular Pirate Show alongside Orla as her partner.
Well, you seem like a completely different person now.
You really think so? Thanks. Yeah, I was in my pirate show persona just then. Prosecutor Blackwell said I could introduce myself any way I like. I bet money he didn't think you were going to do that.
And what will this witness testify about?
They all come manipulate the victim into playing volleyball and then knock the items down. The witness will report about hearing the noise that caused the victim's death. Now, just wait a minute. Sure, Orla uses the ball to break props sometimes. But she even spiked the ball at the giant octopus leg yesterday when I was cleaning. So Orla was the one who broke that leg, huh? But she couldn't have knocked down that huge sack of equipment with her little ball. The laws of physics beg to differ. How much does that ball weigh? And what was the angle at which it was launched? I thought you were paying attention to the trial over the telecast. But you apparently know nothing of what we have been discussing. The orca knocked down the equipment by pulling the cloth that was underneath it. No one said anything about the orca knocking it down with a ball. What? Is that what we were talking about? I came here to give Prosecutor Nostache a good key hauling. But I'm the one getting the cat o' nine tails. Ooh, he's as vicious as a tiger shark. Mr. Buckler, just focus on your testimony and you'll be all right. Don't worry, we'll take care of that tiger shark for you. Thank you, Athena. Okay, I can do this. My testimony will be phenomenal.
All right, Miss Buckler, please proceed with your testimony, but no puns. This courtroom has a bad history with puns. If you start saying puns, you'll summon him.
And then just Mo appears in the mist. You call? Just Mo come in with his single grape, hearing the noise. I admit I heard Orla summoning me with a loud noise, but the aquarium guest scream I heard over the walkie-talkie was more urgent. I tucked in Orla the plume first and then went to the pool room with the security guard. The equipment was everywhere and the captain was lying in the middle of it all.
Her story doesn't seem to be much different from Marlon Rhymes' testimony.
Or does it? The circumstances are different. The actual order of Orla's actions depend on the order the witness heard the two noises. If she heard the scream first, the prosecution's claim doesn't stand up.
Objection!
Unfortunately for you, she doesn't remember the order of which she heard. She doesn't? I was distracted at the time, so I didn't really recall which one I heard first. I was lost in thought until the guard brought me back to myself. Sorry I'm no help. As long as the order remains unclear, I shall not alter the prosecution's claims. After killing the victim with the bag of coins, the orca toyed with the body in the water. I have to turn things around here somehow. Unless I can prove the sound Sasha heard was not the sound of the victim's murder. Blackwell's claim that Orla pulled down the equipment to kill the victim will stand. If I want to save Orla, I have to find a contradiction, no matter how small.
Very well. Your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright.
Hearing the noise.
Hold it!
What made you think Orla was summoning you? Orla knows the sound of her cries doesn't carry far enough, so sometimes she summons people by making a loud noise. Heh, that Orla is smarter than the average whale, I tell ya. Taka would not be best in a battle of wits.
Hold it!
But we have Apollo, and he's really smart. Wait a minute, which is the smartest one of all? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the smartest one of all? Widget. Am I expected to introduce you into this? My kid is better than yours, Palooza. My kid can perform tricks. And did you heed the summons of this very intelligent Orla immediately? I couldn't right away, although I was concerned about her, of course. Yeah, just Phoenix. No, I'm going to Apollo.
Hold it!
You heard Mr. Bloom scream? That's right. I heard her through the walkie-talkie of a guard making his rounds. Ah! I can still hear it in my head. It was so loud, I thought it was a sea lion. Mr. Plume sort of reminds me of a sea lion, actually. I know, right? Ooh, I should call a sea lion lady. Let's see how she likes it. I guess Athena is still upset about being called Yellow Girl.
What did you after hearing the visitor scream?
Hold it!
You and the security guard headed to the orca pool room. Yeah, apparently that obnoxious rider lady said she didn't trust me by myself. That's why, after talking to her, the guard and I went to the pool room together. Why be the red so suspicious? I demand a swordfish duel. That's what I felt like saying to her anyways.
I'm afraid I don't get it.
That was a line from the show when Orla and Sasha quarrel with each other. Didn't you do your swashbuckler spectacular homework, Your Honor?
Why am I getting scolded here, Mr. Wright?
And why am I getting scolded here, Your Honor? Miss Buckler, please tell me what happened after you headed to the pool room. Alright, when the guard and I got there, we saw that...
Hold it!
What do you recall about the scene exactly? I don't remember much, to be honest. I was in total shock from seeing the captain like that. If you ask me something specific, I might be able to remember, though. Specific question, huh? Okay, let's see. What should I ask her about? Could you tell me more about the state you found the victim in? It's so hard to even think about right now. Sasha's deeply traumatized by the victim's death. I guess I shouldn't push on it then. Poor Sasha. She must really adore him. Do you think Orla really made that stuff fall down? I think we should probably need more information before we can know what heck's really happened. I cannot talk. Let's be careful not to let a single inconsistency slip us by.
Hold it!
Okay, let's get back to this. Could you tell me more about the things that were scattered around? They were equipment and props for the new show. The new show? Yeah, we were supposed to debut a brand new Swashbuckler Spectacular yesterday. We already defeated the giant octopus in No Stash after all. We were going to have a new nemesis, Red Stash. He's on the flyer. As you can tell, we don't really have a deep pool of creativity. Oh, that was the flyer Rifle was distributing. Who will obtain the gold coins in the Skull Rock? Ooh, I wish it could be me. Leave it to you, Athena, to know all about it. Orla's even got some new tricks for the new show. So all the stuff that fell down was for the new show, is that it? That's right, a bunch of props and crates and other equipment stacked up. Your Honor, for the record, I'd like that information added to the witness's testimony.
Very well, Miss Buckler, please append what you just said to your testimony.
Sure thing. The props for the new show were everywhere, and the captain was in the middle of it all.
Hold it!
These props for the new show, what kind of things were they? A blow-up dolphin and an anchor, Red Sasha's costume, and a bag of coins, stuff like that. The captain was wearing his usual costume, and the new props were all there. Wait a minute. Something about that doesn't seem right. Is there a problem with Sasha's testimony? Yes, there is. You say the captain was wearing his usual costume, but is that completely accurate? Come on, Phoenix, what are you nitpicking my testimony for? If we look at the body, we see that there's a discrepancy between that and your statement. You say that the victim was wearing his usual costume, but you'll notice that the victim was wearing a red scarf around his neck. I imagine this red scarf is part of his costume for the new pirate show.
Oh, you're right. It's written right here in the flyer for the new show. Featuring the dashing red sash with a fluttering red scarf. Although I
have to say, it looks like a red scarf was added to his old costume. Yeah, well, the captain was never one to spend much money on costumes. But you know, the captain wasn't wearing that red scarf. But in this photo, I believe I see a red scarf. Yeah, but it's not wrapped around his neck, it's just draped on top of his neck. That red scarf was packed away with the rest of the new show's equipment. It must have fallen on top of the captain when the equipment fell down. Oh, I see.
It looks like your discrepancy wasn't really a discrepancy after all.
So the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case. But there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on, the timing of the stuff falling. The timing! Maybe my theory has all been wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon. It's the orca! And so your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackwell, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell. And why, pray tell, is that? Oh, I'll tell you, all right. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it.
Yes, Mr. Wright, please do yell the court.
What indicates that the body was not dragged to the water after these items fell?
Take that!
This red scarf fell at the same time as the bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body. What? In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with this red scarf was not the murder weapon.
Silence!
But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with. Well, yes, that's true. Do you intend to abandon your original argument? After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we have learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body. After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead. But then, Orla carried the victim's body to the side of the pool, and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled off there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items. But that's preposterous! And what is with that girl's sock? Pull them both up or keep them both down. Make up your mind, woman. Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's head but ignore the bag of coins when the murdered man of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed? Ah!
A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was.
All right. I doubt I have no clue would go over well. All right, let's go what we need to find out about the victim's body. What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of these things at once. How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool. But in real life, that water would just cause the body to float. Right. Hold on. Water. Okay, then what if we flip this around? What if there was no water? Then the body would go right down in an instant. So could the real manner of death be... Thanks for the great hint, Athena. What? I helped you and I didn't even know it! Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death.
I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death?
What's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? Drowning! If we had more life, I would just choose drowning, but we'll just do falling. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in the pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool.
He would drop straight down. Oh my, could that be the true manner of death?
The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top to the pool to the bottom when there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death.
Death will fall?
And that's your answer? It all makes perfect sense. But if he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over his body too. The culprit... sorry. Damn it, CzarThwomp! Why are you flubbing my lines? Why are you using my voice instead of right donos? The culprit pushed the victim into the pool, where there was no water. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell.
Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Order! Order in the court! I am just as surprised as you are, but I must have order. If falling was the manner of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit as the defense claims?
Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone? What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not. Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know? Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the Swashbuckler Spectacular song. Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case. She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots someone up into the air. And then there's the lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface. Hey, one of these top secret tricks might have something to do with the case. The human rocket! Now, which one of these 2 tricks sounds relevant to the case? The human rocket! So in the lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct? You caught it! Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin. She brings a drowning person to the surface, then that must be it! And then the killer whale swam up towards the surface with the victim in its mouth.
That matches up perfectly with what Miss DePlume said in her testimony.
The real culprit must have used the lifesaver trick to command to manipulate Orla.
I still find this very hard to believe.
Then let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us what her trick using a practice dummy. As you wish.
The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed.
Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey Marlin, are you ready over there?
Okay, let me just go get the practice dummy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and stand by, Sasha.
Here it goes, Orla's secret new trick, the lifesaver. And then Orla just grabs Marlin and takes him down to the pool. The clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it. And there you have it, Orla's secret new trick. Even though no one can see it. No one's seeing the monitor. The gallery are looking at the monitor's back. How is anyone besides Phoenix, Athena, Blackwell, and the judge seeing this? Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's rewards. They love the noise of it. They love the orca noises. Yeah, maybe the people on the side would see it, but the people who are behind, they wouldn't. That was great. That was great. The awesome trick captured everybody's heart.
Ho ho ho! Wonderful! I wish I could see more.
I hate that orca. Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackwell. Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool needs to be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackwell, but I'm requesting further investigation.
You're not the boss of me. My boss is a napkin work. Ah! Tisk, Prosecutor Blackwell. You have to answer the nice judge politely, and I will give you a cracker. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in. And you couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it? What did Prosecutor Blackwell ask for? I've been waiting for this.
Oh, and what is that?
An updated autopsy report. It is the way of our office. Edgeworth Sama has been very assertive with making us learn the way. Yes, Blackwell. Oh, right, Dono. Edgeworth Sama requested me to do this specifically for you. He insisted that I do this for your first trial as a welcome back. What? Why did it have to come now? Damn you, Edgeworth! Damn you and your underhanded methods! During the recess, I want the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here.
I take it you'd like me to read it. Very well. Cause of death. Thought to be from 65-foot fall. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. White's theory.
What? It's something good for a change. Yeah, just Blackwell. The victim did not die from blunt force trauma. He died after the blunt force trauma. 10 minutes after the blunt force trauma, at approximately 10:10.
If the manner of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven.
Humph. I suppose I can't deny that. This is fantastic. You did it, Mr. Wright. Prosecutor Blackwell isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved. Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate?
It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first, allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant Orla Shipley
not guilty. Confetti for a bloody whale. This is what our system has become. You did it. Thank you so much, Phoenix. Thank you, Athena. Orla and Marlin, thank you too. Congrats, Sasha. Time to celebrate. Go on, eat up. Hee, glad to see everybody so happy, and I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict. No post-case celebrating. I know what that music means. Thank you, right, Dodo? Huh? For what? For causing me to snap. This was the last straw that was keeping. You see, I was on the edge of just destroying you all. I had a little bit of restraint left in my body, but this case, it unshackled me, and now you all shall bathe in a pool of your own blood. The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright, arrest this woman. Arrest Athena. No, you can't do this to me. Certainly, right away, Prosecutor Blackwell. Sasha Buckler. You are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley. What? What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have? Come now! You must have some idea in the back of your dull little mind. The true culprit manipulated the orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? It can only be the orchestrator. But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence.
I don't need any of your baseless counter arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the orca pool room, a security guard is necessary. A security guard that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death. Ah!
What?
No, I don't believe it. Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death, she couldn't have done it. Fulbright.
We asked the security company yesterday to check their security guard logs. The report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered, when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in.
Objection!
But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being reported. Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Miss Trainer, what were you arguing about? It was a private matter. But it wasn't anything I wouldn't kill him over. That's ridiculous. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning. You suspected Miss Buckler from the start? The orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the orca killed the victim, the possibility a human manipulated the orca. I looked into both. So we suspected both Sasha and Orla all along. My gratitude to you, after all. You were the one who drew out that information about the lifesaver trick. The orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley! No! Alright, come along then. Let's have a good long talk. I'll ask you how your day was. Wait, I didn't kill the captain. So how was your day? And I would never try to frame Orla. Why would I hurt the ones I love like that? Sasha. Phoenix, Athena, you gotta believe me, Attica! Sasha didn't kill him! Sasha didn't kill him! I believe that with all my heart! There's gotta be something we can do! I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams I imagined things turning out like this.
It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect, but this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, Orla Shipley. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned.
To be continued. No, we're not saving the game. Yes, we're continuing on to the next chapter. July 21st, 1:13 p.m. Write Anything Agency. Anyways, on that note, I think now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do as they want. With that, see you next time. Bye.